So I am back for my fall season, finally. Yeah, this is my second season. Last season was command prompts. This season I've decided to do HTML for all you web design wannabes. But first we're going to have to go through the boring stuff, of course, the vocabulary. You need to know what you're doing to be able to do it. So just hang with me for a second. I only got a couple things to go over with you, like what exactly is HTML? You know, it's just a couple of random letters that represents a programming language. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and that's pretty much all you need to know about it. It's a programming language, and there are other languages like XHTML, CSS, but CSS is more of a build-on over HTML. We'll probably go over CSS towards the end of the season, but HTML is the best place to start. So we are going to use Notepad to go over HTML just like we did in command prompts. And, this just makes it easier. You don't have to download anything. You can buy special software for HTML, but it really just slows you down. If you know what you're doing, you don't need it. So, it's a good idea to change your settings. I always use word wrap. I'm going to change the font. Well, it's already there, so you'll be able to read it. So, the first thing we're going to go over... Oh, sorry, we need to save this first. That's always a good idea. I'm going to save it as practice. And always, it's pretty important to know what your document type is. For, bad files, it'd be .bat, but for HTML, it is .htm, or sometimes other computers sometimes they'll want you to do a .html, which is fine, it's the same thing, but my computer is .htm. Try one, try the other. You know how it works. So document type is .htm, so let's get started with some interesting stuff. In HTML, everything uses tags. Everything is a tag. You need to know what a tag is. So a tag is basically just a less than sign and a greater than sign. Pretty special, right? That's how you open a tag. But every time you open a tag, you gotta close a tag. So you put in a /. That's how you close a tag. Pretty hard, right? Not really. So, first tag we're going to do is HTML. This tells the computer that we're going to start doing some HTML coding, and it's like, oh yeah, cool, HTML, let's get going. So, we're going to do some other tags that are essential to HTML, like head, that's another one, title, and then we're going to close the head. We're going to open up body, and pretty much everything we do is going to be in the body, but we still got to close the body, and then last thing we close is HTML, of course. So that's your basic essentials. You could save this as a template if you wanted. I'd actually recommend it. So we're going to save it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It will just be a blank page as soon as it loads. See, it's just a blank page. Pretty boring. So let's put some stuff into it. First thing we are going to do is headings. Heading tags there are some fonts already programmed into HTML. There are 6 of them. One is the biggest, 6 is the smallest. So we're going to do H1, so heading 1, and then welcome to the website. And then, of course, we have to close H1. Not 2, not 3, 1. Pretty important to remember that you're doing 1. So, let's save it and see what that looks like. Make sure it works. Sorry guys, I forgot to get you to do one little thing. You have to put in a title. I forgot you needed a title to be able to do this, so just type in welcome and then close the title And again, you already have the title already up there. The tag, all you got to do is type in your title and close the title. And then save and refresh. See, change the title up here to welcome. And I think we are in the middle of H1. Welcome to my website. So, see, it pops up just fine. I had a little technical issue myself, but that happens. We all are human. So, we're going to do images next. It's very important that you remember that HTML only accepts 3 different image types. Those types are PNG, GIF, and of course JPEGs. You have to remember that those are the only 3 are going to work, and sometimes not even those 3 work. Some images just will not work with HTML. You got to do something special to them, and it gets complicated. But those are the 3 that work. So we're going to do one of those real fast, and I forgot to pull out a picture for you. So I'm going to take out a picture real fast. We'll just use this one. And I'm going to throw it on my desktop here. See if my computer finishes up. There we go. So this is, I'm going to go to properties. This is a JPEG. So I'm going to go up here, and the tag for an image is image source, like this. So now we're going to do equals quotations grass.jpg, and then we're going to put that in the tag right there. So save, and we're going to open it up and refresh. See, my little grass image is in there now, but that's pretty boring. You know, it's plain old white background. So let's change the background. We're going to use a tag called BG color. We already have the body tag open, and we're just going to click on there and add it on. Space BG color equals quotations blue. Whenever you do an equal sign in HTML, you're always going to have quotations around whatever the value is that you're putting into it. It's just one of those rules in HTML. So let's save and update. And it's blue. Pretty easy still. So what's next? Let's do scrolling text. We're going to go up to this text that we have up here, and we're going to put this tag in front of it called marquee. So we're going to type in marquee direction equals, and then those quotations I was talking about, right. You can see why I like the word wrap, because it just pushes it down. That way you can still see it. And then we're going to close it after the H1, because we want the H1 to be part of the marquee. So we want to close it after that. So we're going to update. Voila! Welcome to my website. Scrolls across the screen. So, you can also make images scroll across the page and all other types of stuff. Always remember to keep your web page simple though. People don't want to come to a web page and see pics and words moving in every direction imaginable. It just makes it way too confusing for someone trying to look at your website. And what are you making a website for? You're trying to show it off to people, right? So an image, you know, it's pretty easy. You just put the marquee around the image. Alright guys, sorry about that little delay right there. We were in the middle of marqueing an image. So it's pretty simple. You just throw in the marquee right before the image, just like we did with the text. And then you close it after the image. And voila. Update it. And there you go. You got grass scrolling in from the left. And not a real big deal. It's pretty easy. So, oh yeah, sorry. The screen was blue a second ago, and the screen is green now. I was messing with it during the short little break. But, okay, we are on links. Links are really important in HTML. That's how you actually make a website. A website is not just one page, it's a bunch of different pages. So we're just going to link this page with Google. So it's pretty easy. We're going to use href tag. When I say href, I mean href equals http World Wide Web Google, spell it right, .com, and then in quotations and tag. Now this is a part that people forget about a lot of the time, is this is the coding for this right here is the coding for the link. We need the actual link that they can click on, which goes in between when we close a tag, which we do with a close A. Right in here is what the user of the website is going to see. So I'm just going to type in Google. So, pretty easy, right? You might want to change your background color to green like I did earlier. That way the link will, I'm not sure the link will show up with that kind of blue. But this should work once you refresh the page. Ah, you got a little Google link right here. Click on it, and it will take you to Google, just like I told you. So that's about all we're going to go over for today. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, right? No, I am not. So, if you like my video, don't forget to rate and subscribe. If you don't like my video, remember to send a message to YouTube saying you want to have a hate button on there, because I think that'd be pretty cool to find out how many people hate my videos. But, you know, I just want to hate other people's videos. That'd be awesome. But that's our first episode of HTML. We'll go over more in my next episode. But I'll see you guys later.